tested a slug that I made the other day out of, it looked like it was going to be 40-to-1 mix of real soft lead and tin. So I used 16 ounces of the soft lead and 0.4 ounces of tin. Mathematically, yeah, that's supposed to be the 40-to-1, but it's measuring 6.2 BHN after 72 hours. In fact, it was 6.2 yesterday. Then on cast day, it was 6.4 BHN. So, like I was talking about a little bit earlier, we've got that little bit of a rise and then a slow, gradual climb. I think that applies to something that you'll find arsenic and antimony in. I'm not so sure that climb over a long time would apply to soft lead, but we're going to find out because I'm keeping track of this. So why am I measuring this? I'm going to test, before that, let me put a plug in for bacon. He invented this little critter right here, and this is the easiest thing I have ever had for something to hold that little measuring scope. Now, you can get yours at the Reloaders Network. Come over there and join us. Boy, we've got a fantastic bunch of boys over here. All right, so that's where you get this. So back to what I was saying. I got a new mold back, and I wanted to try hollow points in the round nose 452374 profile in different configurations on the hollow point. So I had it made up so that I had a set of pins with 3 points, and I call that the Tricorne. One of the boys on YouTube, I forget who it was, I'm sorry I forgot who you are, but he suggested that I call it a Tricorne, Tricorne, after the 3-sided hats from back in the early days of our breaking away from the King. And that was, I think Paul Revere wore one of those funny looking hats. So instead of calling this the Tri-Cavity, it's the Tricorne from now on. There's the cavity. Here is the round nose profile. It's this mold is a 452374 round nose at 225 grains, but this, with this hollow point, this weighs 218 to 220. So I'm using the load calcs for a 225 grain round nose. And last day or two I've been playing with power pistol. I started at 6.8 grains, then 6.9. I ran both of those in the hollow point test tube, and at 6.8 grains and 843 feet per second, I got it to open up like this. Now I want this thing to open up like a propeller. I don't want a great big mushroom on the front end. I want something that goes in spinning like a propeller with these sharp tips on it, so it'll be cutting blood vessels and ripping and tearing. And hopefully by having a smaller front end on it, we'll get more penetration out of it. Hollow points are famous for not penetrating very well until you start running them at plus P or plus P plus, like these factory loads. Well, these are cast, and we're dealing with cast. So then I stepped it up to 6.9 grains, and I got 857 feet per second, and she opened up a little bit more. Not quite as wide as I want. This is 531 the diameter, so it's 53 caliber. So I took one of these here, this round nose Tricorne, and I loaded it up at 7 grains, which is the maximum load for a 225 grain round nose lead. And I got 872 feet per second just shooting through the chronograph. I didn't shoot that one in the hollow point test tube. Today I'm going to load another round nose tricorne and run it through some jugs. You saw that new jug box, the 805 box, so we're going to give that a try today, see if we can't contain this thing, have a look at it, and also get an idea of how many jugs it's going to penetrate. I'm hoping a bunch. I hope it gets out of, well, let's see, out of the fourth into the fifth. That'd be pretty good. Most of the big mushrooms I've been shooting either get into the third jug or they'll bounce off and crack that third jug and bounce back into the second. So we're going to find out in a few minutes what she'll do. I also have this in a 452-460 200 grain semi-wide cutter variety. That's just another one of the cavities in that 2-cavity mold. So we'll be working with this one pretty soon once we're done with the round nose profile. So let me get the new 805 box set up and we'll bust some jugs. Well, here's our debut of the 805 box. We got jugs, all of them numbered, 6 of them. Back in here, I've got a pair of overalls, a pair of jeans, and a big beach towel. So if it, by any remote possibility, it gets through that number 6 jug, maybe we can still keep that slug and have a look at it. This will be our launch platform here. Kimber, commander size, 4 1/4 barrel. It's 45 ACB, in case I didn't say it at some point. Here we got the chronograph here set up, so hopefully we'll get a number on what's going in the jug, and I'm going to shoot at the high side of that spot. So wish me luck. Hope it works. Well, here we go. Let's hope for success and maybe we'll get it. Give me a second to get down on the grass and line her up. It's a good thing I put this little piece of glass on the chronograph because it seems to always get wet around this stuff. Okay. I got in the spot. I was aiming right there, right at the top. So what'd we do? Number 1, in and out. Number 2, in, out. Number 3. Oh, I know we went in somewhere. See how, there it is. See that there? That's where it went in. There she come out. Number 4. She's still taking a leak, so in and out there. Number 5, whoop, whoop. Both sides, in and out. Number 6 is in, no out. All right, let's see what happened here. There is no slug in that jug. This is not good. We got a slug in the box. I don't have a slug in the box. It looks like those pants were hit. I can't really tell. Well, let me shut this thing off and look for my slug. The 805 box. I hope you ain't a fail. That burned it all. I've looked all over the ground under here. What the heck? All right, well, we went in and out of 2. In and out of 3. Okay, so it only went in busted number 6. water. Hey, that sounds promising. We got a slug, but she ain't opened up very far. Be lucky if that's 50 caliber. Well, let's go in the shop and look at it. Well, we don't have anything we can impress anybody with. Looks like our primer's okay. That's the 805 box. It ran its 872 feet per second. It was 7 grains of power pistol, 6.2 BHN, and of course I seated it 1217. So the other day it was a lot more impressive. Let's see, you're in the wrong place, Bobo. You need to be right there. Okay. 843 feet per second. Now this is going into the hollow point test tube. We got kind of a minimal expansion. Primers on all these look good. Then we ran it up to 6.9 grains, got 857 feet per second. Got a little more expansion, and I'd like that to be a little bit wider. So I thought, what's the next 7 grains? What's that going to run at? So I ran that one over the chrono only. There's no tube on that test. That's the brass. Got 872. This morning I load up another 7 grains. Got 872 again in the 805 box, but something mysterious happens. Going through milk jugs, going through just plain water. Hell, I'm mystified again. It's one of them tests that you end up scratching your head instead of achieving a goal. So, what the hell, boys? We're gonna just keep chunking at this, and I will get success one way or to other. Okay, be careful out there, boys. Watch that family, watch those neighbors, and by golly, watch that 6.
Lazy bone, sleeping in the sun. How you expect to get your day's work done? You never get your day's work done. Sleeping in the noonday sun. Lazy bone, sleeping in the shade. How you expect to get your cornmeal made? You never get your cornmeal made. Sleeping in the noonday shade. And when the taters need spraying, I bet you keep praying that the bug fall off of the vine. And when you go fishing, I bet you keep wishing that the fish don't bite on your line. You're just a lazy bones, loafing through the day. How you expect to make a dime that